he does.
I'm in trouble.
No, what does that mean?
It means you're gonna need more Tide. See? More likes, more Tide. Everyone's gonna need more Tide.
You're gonna need more Tide.
This back-to-school season, Tide and Downey are giving back with $1.5 million in scholarships. Enter to win.
Tomorrow, E.T.'s Wonder Years exclusive.
Right here at the happiest place on earth.
On the set of their Disneyland takeover.
I don't think you can get more cooler than that.
Be sure to check that one out. Now, we've got one more thing to show you before we say goodnight.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Are you ready for it?
Is Taylor Swift joining Deadpool 3?
What did you say?
These are the clues that have social...
Happening now.
A Bexar County deputy charged with murder. It's in California after he was arrested for drinking and driving. What other charges he faces? Next.
This is what a 14-year-old saw under the dressing room stall at a local store. I'm Courtney Friedman. What police are investigating and what happened?
And you may be surprised to hear what this cloud line in central Texas actually signifies. We're going to talk about that, along with a little chance of rain for parts of our area and more triple digits. The News at 5 starts right now.
Now, first here at the top, a now former Bexar County deputy has been arrested for murder. Giovanni Ceja was a corporal.
He worked for the county for a decade, and now he is in the Bexar County jail. That's where our Daniela Ibarra joins us live. Daniela, what and where did this happen?
Yeah, Steve, the sheriff says that Giovanni Ceja was actually in California visiting family, and they say on August 6th, that's when he's accused of getting drunk, getting behind the wheel, and hitting and killing a man. Now, we want to show you his mugshot taken just a few hours ago here in Bexar County. He was in his Bexar County uniform at work earlier, but he had to swap it out for that orange jumpsuit you see right there. Salazar says they found out about the murder warrant this afternoon when they got a call from the Riverside County Sheriff's Office. Sheriff Salazar says the Riverside County Sheriff's Office believes Ceja fled the scene after hitting a man on the side of the highway, leaving behind part of the car. Salazar says he is furious.
To hear that this person took somebody's life that was just putting gas into his car on the side of the road in another state, it's embarrassing. It's disgraceful. It's disgusting to know that this happened.
Ceja resigned this afternoon. The sheriff says Ceja was dishonorably discharged. Now the plan is to house him in a neighboring county until California is ready to extradite him. Daniela Ibarra, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you, Daniela. New at 5, a terrifying sight for a 14-year-old girl. On Friday, she went back to school shopping. That's when she noticed a cell phone camera pointed at her while she was in a changing room at a store in La Cantera.
Do you imagine that? The family's attorney is telling our Courtney Friedman that while police investigate, the parents also want parents and children to be aware.
This is what a local 14-year-old girl saw Friday afternoon in the dressing room at Forever 21 in La Cantera. She snapped this photo of a phone set on a pair of jeans in the stall next door. When she tried to look under the stall, she said a man moved the phone and jeans to the other side, where she saw another girl standing. She says as he grabbed his phone and moved it to the other side of the stall, it flipped over and she could see that it was in record mode. And that is when she started to panic.
Fortunately, because she had not disrobed, she was able to get out and warn that other child who was about to be videotaped.
Adam Cortez is the family's attorney who said the girl immediately told a staff member what happened and they ordered the man out of the dressing room. They snapped this shot of him before they say he ran away. We're blurring his face because while San Antonio police are actively investigating, today they said due to the integrity of the case, we cannot confirm at this time that the pictured person is the suspect. Cortez said on Friday the Forever 21 manager told his client she recognized the man by his shoes.
I said, oh yes, I recognize this individual. We've had prior accusations, but we've never been able to get a good photograph and ID him.
That's why the girl's mom took to TikTok, where her post about the incident has caught the attention of over 300,000 people.
We're hopeful that SAPD can act quickly in identifying. There have been many tips.
As investigators get to work, Cortez wants parents to talk to their kids.
You have to teach your children. Look out, be on the lookout, know when someone has a camera or something that looks like a camera, and take action.
Courtney Friedman, KSAT 12 News.
So we know what San Antonio police are or are not saying. Today we did reach out to Forever 21 as well for comment on this case. We have not heard back yet. If you know anything about this case or this gentleman with those distinctive shoes, please call SAPD.
A barrage of bullets rattling people at the Merida apartments early this morning. One person is in the hospital right now. The San Antonio Police Department said that it happened at a complex off Loop 410 near Starcrest. And when they got there, they found bullet holes in a wall, shattered glass, and even railings that had been hit. A 21-year-old man with a gunshot wound to his leg was inside one of those apartments. Police think that he ran into that apartment after he was involved in that disturbance. Investigators think that two groups of people got into a gunfight, and someone living at the complex said that the shooters had no regard for public safety.
A bullet has no name. It aims anywhere it shoots. And it ricochets. It can ricochet off of somebody and hit a window.
Now, the wounded man that we told you about was taken to the hospital. Police are saying that he told them the suspect sped away from the scene in a black vehicle in an unknown direction. But so far, police haven't arrested anyone.
More than a week after a roadside holdup near Marbach Road, San Antonio police make not one, but two arrests in that case. Donnell Cyrus Phillips and Kane Allen are accused and were taken into custody. According to police documents, the victims were driving down a residential street when they pulled over so one of them could use the bathroom. The victim got out. Police say a red Chrysler 300 pulled up and four suspects jumped out pointing guns. Police say the suspects wanted the truck, phones, and jewelry. Turns out the incident was captured on video by a security camera. Investigators say Phillips was driving the Chrysler and Allen was the one who made initial contact to make sure it was, quote, safe to carry out the robbery. Both men are charged with 3 counts of aggravated robbery tonight. The summer vacation officially over for a number of local and area students as they head back to class this morning. That included students in the Southside Independent School District. And with the start of the new year, students at the high school were introduced to a new security routine. They will now go through metal detectors. The principal tells us they are fully staffed this year with the addition of some new teachers and administrators. He says with the support from the district office, they are planning for a successful and hopefully productive school year.
We monitor our classes, especially our EOC and our STAR classes. And so we meet often with our teachers to look at the deficits that our students are having and what we can do to address those deficits on a weekly basis.
So the staggered start of school continues tomorrow with students in the San Antonio ISD and in the Schertz-Cibolo Universal City ISD. Then on Wednesday, Floresville, Judson, and Randolph Field ISDs will be ringing the bell to welcome back students.
So hopefully parents and bus drivers won't run into any delays like some did this morning on Highway 90 at Lackland. Now, that view that you're getting behind me is from one of the TransGuide cameras. TxDOT actually had to shut down that road after officials say that a contractor working in the area hit an overhead sign with a crane. Then on top of that, a vehicle crashed. And as you can guess, all of this combined with back to school commuters made Monday morning traffic just awful. One KSAT viewer tells us that she was stuck in that mess for about 2 hours. By the way, Highway 90 finally reopened around 2 o'clock this afternoon.
And speaking of that intersection, I believe that's what we're looking at right now. US 90 at Lackland, no sign of the problems that we were there for most of the day, which is a good thing.
Always a good thing not to deal with any traffic. Now switching gears, the Maui wildfires are now considered the deadliest wildfire in modern U.S. history. At least 96 people have died, but hundreds are still missing.
Yeah, recovery assistance continues to pour into the island, and questions of accountability are mounting as well. ABC's Melissa Adon has been on the ground in Maui for days and details the latest on this disaster.
A tragedy scarring the island of Maui. Thousands impacted. The wildfire in the historic city of Lahaina, scorching 2,100 acres and damaging or destroying more than 2,700 structures. Video recorded from residents who were caught in the wind-whipped inferno Tuesday, showing how they huddled against the seawall, running to the water for safety. Lahaina resident Denny Euchre recording this video. He says he tried sending to his family as he feared he was not going to survive.
If I don't make it through this, I love everybody.
You saw basically embers falling from the sky. You witnessed your car blow up in front of your face. How would you best describe what you went through?
Hell. I could honestly say I've been through hell and back. But I came so close to giving up. And the gentleman on my right and gentleman on my left didn't survive.
Emergency crews still going block by block searching for remains, and work is underway to house the now hundreds of displaced families. Maui resident and Fleetwood Mac Band member Mick Fleetwood has owned a restaurant in Lahaina for more than a decade.
We'll come out of this and come back like other communities have done, and this is now one of those communities coming back from complete and utter devastation.
But frustration aimed at county and state officials is growing. Survivors say they never heard sirens warning of evacuations. The Hawaii Emergency Management Agency confirms none were activated. The question now is why.
Of course, we're sunny and dry around here. Ground is rather crunchy, and so we are at wildfire risks as well. We'll take a look at the Texas A&M Forest Service fire danger map in a little bit. But first, our temperature today, 102 the high. That's 2 degrees shy of the record set just a few years ago. 104 in Del Rio, 101 Leon Springs. Floresville right now at 106, Mico 105, and New Braunfels 104. More of the same, triple-digit heat. This evening, clear sky, southeasterly breeze, but higher humidity after dark. And by 10 o'clock, we're at 93 degrees, midnight 87. And what's interesting and unique right now, this scattered line of clouds through central Texas. That's actually a weak cold front, or a not quite as hot front, I think we could call it this go around. We'll talk more about that and what it means for us in just a bit.
Thank you, Adam. Coming up after the break, the U.S. Surgeon General wants parents to pay closer attention to their teens' mental health, and he's recommending one way to do it. So stick around. I'm Myra Arthur here in the newsroom, and here's what we're working on for the news at 6 o'clock today. As students head back to class, a group of elected leaders, school administrators, and local law enforcement gathered together today to talk about school safety. A new law is in effect this school year, but some districts are having trouble meeting the requirements. We'll tell you why coming up at 6. Plus, when you think of the San Antonio Food Bank, you might think food drives and donations. But now cooking is also part of the equation. How a new partnership with the food bank incorporates making meals to try to make generational change. All that and more today on the news at 6.
Thank you, Myra. Let's get to some breaking news right now. Firefighters working to put out a large grass fire.
You see all that smoke there. It's happening 12 miles northwest of Hondo. Now, we don't have a lot of information right now, but what we do know is that this fire started just before 4:30 this afternoon.
Yeah, we don't know how it started. We're keeping a very close eye on this situation. This is video from the area. A reminder, though, in this heat and these dry conditions, a fire can spark without warning. We need to be careful out there.
Okay, so as soon as we get more information on this fire that's northwest of Hondo, we're going to bring it to you on the air and also online, KSAT12.com.
Important news for parents now. So many teenagers live and breathe social media. But the U.S. Surgeon General is actually warning that may be connected to serious mental health problems like depression or eating disorders.
12 on your side's Marilyn Moritz has some ways that parents can help their kids manage the amount of time that they spend on social media.
This may look harmless, but public health experts are warning about social media use and teen mental health. Pew Research Center found nearly all American teens go online to engage with friends every day, and half are online almost constantly. And nearly 3 in 5 teen girls report feeling so sad or hopeless they can't participate in daily activities, the most in a decade, according to the CDC.
You're online, you're absorbed into another world, like the world is very blurred from reality. And you can be on it for indefinite periods of time. The phone is so addicting that people can't be without it.
Psychiatrist Scott Krakauer says some teens spend 6 to 8 hours a day on screens, much of it social media. On the upside, the American Psychological Association found teens who cut their social media use in half for a few weeks felt better about their weight and appearance.
So what can a parent do? Well, one way to help create healthy online habits is to control how much time is spent on particular apps.
Both iOS and Android offer pretty robust parental controls options. So if you don't want your teen using a certain app, go into the settings and say, okay, I don't want this app being used after 8 p.m. or 9 p.m.
Shutting off the Wi-Fi is also an option. Here's how. Find your router's IP address and go to the admin controls. Look for time scheduling or parental controls. There you can set up schedules for each device. Another idea? Establish tech-free zones in certain rooms or at certain times. And check your own social media time because kids are watching. Marilyn Moritz, KSAT 12 News.
Yeah, good advice. Lead by example there. Okay, here's something else we want you to pay close attention to. We don't want you to miss out on this year's 2023 KSAT Pigskin Classic. It's bigger than last year, and there's no excuse not to be there. Yeah, we're talking 2 days of Texas high school football. Things are going to kick off Friday, August 25th with one game. Then on Saturday, the 26th, all you can handle with 3 big games. Now is the time that you can get tickets and get the VIP experience when you become a KSAT Insider. You see that QR code right there on your screen? Just scan it, and that'll get you more information. Or you could just head on over to KSAT.com.
Yeah, and oh yeah, it's inside.
Yes.
It's inside the dome.
Big selling point.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, let's take a live
air-conditioned dome.
Yeah, let's take a live cam outside right now. And, you know, Adam, we've talked about just how brown some of the grass is out there, especially from this shot. And you saw the kindling it makes for areas like Hondo in these dry conditions.
Yeah, it does. You know, we've got the lower relative humidity this time of day, some gusty winds, and of course the very dry ground. Not only that, a little bit of a breeze that's going to be moving in, but a northerly wind from a weak cool front. Or as we were saying earlier, a not quite as hot front. And that could lead to a stray shower tomorrow, but our triple-digit trend, it continues. So let's get right to it. Let's take a look at that cloud line again. Notice that there through central Texas, that little scattered line of clouds, that's actually a cold front. Technically speaking, a cold front, but no, it's not going to make it cold around here, and it's really not going to have much of an impact on temperatures overall. You look at our current readings, 101 here in town, Del Rio 105. This front, this not quite as hot front, really just separates 90s from 100s. Junction 106, Austin 106, they're right on the edge of that cold front. But you get to Dallas, it's 97. Even Lubbock at 85 and Amarillo, not as bad at 82. The core of the cool air, that's in the Midwest and the Great Lakes. Look at this. 63 right now in Green Bay. Minneapolis at 69. Chicago, 69 as well. Not only that, but they also have some areas of rain and good cloud cover with it. So they've got relief from the heat, but they are going to bake this weekend. They could be as high as 100 up in Minnesota. I was looking at that saying, hey, enjoy your 60s now because this weekend you're going to have some of the Texas heat up there. So that's going to change. Looking at our temperature trend, that cool front really has no impact on us. 103 tomorrow, 104 Wednesday, Thursday. That's our peak, making it to 106. Now, by the way, it looks like Wednesday and Thursday would tie or break the record high temperatures. The rest of the forecast here would be slightly below the records. But I do want to point out that come Monday of next week, should this all verify, which is highly likely, Monday, so this time next week, would be our 56th 100-degree day so far this year. Now, I wish this front, and I have a hard time calling it a cold front, but technically that's what it is. I wish it was making more rain, but it's not. You look at the past 6 hours, just a few showers have popped up from San Angelo to north of Waco. That's it. Otherwise, we just have that little broken cloud line that's moving in, and we'll have a wind shift from it. But I did mention earlier a stray shower possible in our area, just for a few locations. Might see one in the mid-afternoon closer to the hill country, possibly west of San Antonio there. And then we get between 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. and south of Highway 90, we could actually have a few little showers and brief thunderstorms triggered by that cool front that's moving southward. It's going to move through here tomorrow morning before sunrise, But again, it's not going to be impacting our temperatures very significantly. It just gives us that 10% chance of a shower, especially south of town. We're still dry. It's not enough to make a difference. Here's a Texas A&M Forest Service fire risk map, and we were talking about the ingredients that we have out there earlier, and we are in the very high and high category and risk category around here. So it doesn't take much of a spark to kickstart a grass fire. It can happen rapidly and then get out of control quickly. So tomorrow we start the day at 78, 93 at noon, 103 the high temperature. There's that measly 10% chance. Don't count on rain tomorrow, but there may be 1 or 2 showers elsewhere on the radar screen. 104 in Pleasanton, Carrizo Springs 106 tomorrow, Stone Oak 101. And there's that sunny and generally dry trend. Sunday, another 10% chance. So we're starting to see a little shift. And coming up at 6, I'll show you where the heat high sets up and what that means in the longer range forecasts as well.
I don't know. When 101 looks good to me, what's that tell us?
Yeah.
I had to show you the 60s as well, right?
I know. I did
Rub it in.
I did appreciate that.
All right. So there were some nice memories that were made this weekend. And for all the Spurs fans who just, wanted that nice little memory, with our great Spurs, they got it.
Yep, they did, especially between Becky Hammon and Coach Pop. Some really special memories, and we'll have them coming up as the Hoops Hall of Fame resurface some Spurs memories. And the Texans are benefiting early from their draft picks after injuries. Coming up.
Hey, hold on, Vic. Come here real quick. You gotta say. Who's that? Oh!
It's official. Wemby's rocking Jeremy Sohan's signature colorful hair. It's time for Big Board Sports. The spotlight continues to shine bright all over the San Antonio Spurs organization. Probably around the same time the French phenom Victor Wembanyama was dyeing his hair platinum and purple, another round of Spurs legends were enshrined into the Naismith Hoops Hall of Fame. Emotions ran high on Saturday night when Tony Parker, Becky Hammon, Greg Popovich, and other members of the 2023 class took the stage to recount their prolific careers. When Hammon spoke, she shared a heartfelt tribute to Coach Pop.
I've had so many thousands of hours with the guy, so I've seen him get emotional. I know that I've seen that side of him. There's women in basically every aspect of pro sports now, whether that's the NFL, NHL. I mean, it's really crazy. And I know that was never his intention, but he did it anyways. And look what happened.
The enshrinement was sandwiched in between WNBA games for him, and that was her comment after the Aces win last night.
Football coverage brought to you by Davis Law Firm.
The Houston Texans will soon collide with the Dolphins for joint practices leading up to Saturday's preseason game. Early on during camp, the Texans lost their center since rookie Juice Scruggs has stepped into a lead role and has looked like a seasoned vet.
Very unfortunate, especially Quez. He's worked very hard, and he's been a great mentor for me. Definitely took me under his wing, helping me teach the offense, teach me the offense, I should say. And yeah, that's exactly what went through my head, next man up. And I just been preparing like I'm going to be the starter anyways. So when that happened, all that preparation just allowed me to go out there and just be comfortable.
We'll have Cowboys at 6. Stay with us.
Well, thank you so much for watching the news at 5.
See you back here at 6. World News is next.
See ya.